What's up, YouTube? This is Nita B, and welcome to my channel, Inside the Celebrity. I'm going to be telling you interesting and unknown facts about your favorite singers, dancers, actors, pretty much everyone in the entertainment business between today and yesteryear. But before I start, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Now let's get started. So this person that I'm about to talk about is very near and dear to my heart because she's from Alabama and so am I. So everyone in America, young and old, has heard of the song You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog by Elvis Presley. But what would you say if I told you that that song was recorded 3 years earlier by a 250-pound plus woman who stood 6 feet tall? Yep. Born Willie Mae Thornton in Arrington, Alabama, Willie Mae was born to a father who was a preacher and a mother who was a housekeeper and a lover of gospel music. Willie Mae Thornton, her mother died at a very, very young age, so Willie Mae Thornton had to take care of her brothers and sisters, and she had to get a job. And that was a very long time ago. People just worked at a very young age. People got married at a very young age. So she started realizing that she can sing. So at the age of 14, she left Alabama and started going on tour with different blues artists. Now, blues was just starting out at this particular time. So it happened in 1952. Willie Mae Thornton was going on tour, up north, south, east, and west at a young age when she found out that she really had a gust. She had an ooze. She had a love and a passion for blues. So she went on tour with very well-known blues artists. So by the time she came back, she met these two people, a duo called Lieber and Stroller, who were a 21-year-old man and a 19-year-old man who were songwriters. And they heard Big Mama Thornton and decided that they want her to write and sing their song that they produced called You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. When they gave the song to Big Mama Thornton, they said that I want you to growl the song. In Big Mama Thornton's words, she didn't know what they was talking about, but when she did it, it worked. But unfortunately, when she recorded the song really wasn't bumping at that time, so they had to scrape it and put it on the shelf. So Big Mama Thornton, she forgot about it. She continued to tour and go to different cities and different countries, and she pretty much forgot about the song. And she was driving in a car one day and she had some other blues singers with her, and she heard the song You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog and turned around and said, "That's me. That's my song." She said it had been so long that she just forgot about it. But that song made a lot of money. But unfortunately, back in those days, black artists didn't get paid properly. This is the Jim Crow era, so she really wasn't compensated or get any royalties for writing that song. It was written that she only got $500 at that time to record that song, but it's been done by several different artists. But 3 years later, 1952 and 1955, Elvis Presley heard Big Mama Thornton's version, liked it a lot, and did his own version of it, the version that we all come to know. With him being a white man, a white recording artist, that was really taboo for a white artist to sing and shake his hips like that. So Elvis made billions of dollars off of that music. So Big Mama Thornton's heyday was really around the 50s and the 60s. By 65, her career kind of slowed down. She wasn't as good and um, recognized by other artists. They weren't asking for her like they had been. So she was still doing shows. She just wasn't doing it as much as she had. When she performed, she had a liking for females reportedly. So it was noted that she liked the ladies. And when she performed, she would wear a three-piece suit, hat, suit, shoes. She always performed wearing men's clothing. And unfortunately, she also liked to drink. And she drank and she drank a lot, so much that it did a lot of damage to her liver. So, but she kept continuing to sing, and after a while, she went from 200 and plus pounds to 90 pounds. Cirrhosis of her liver really did damage on her body. So slowly she went from 250 plus to 90 pounds. Cirrhosis of the liver is when someone likes to drink things, and she did it a lot. So that tore her body down. So coming around to the late 70s, Big Mama Thornton, she still performed, but she wasn't as asked for as she had been. Already hurt because she didn't get the royalties that she deserved back in her day when she was singing Hound Dog. A lot of people really don't even know that she's the reason that Hound Dog is the big hit today. It was because of her that several different artists started doing it, and it didn't get that soul power like it did when she did it. But the white artist did, and at that time it was making a whole lot of money. So she kept going on tour with Muddy Waters, Buddy Guy, other blues artists. I can't name them all. I'm not a very good blues person. But it slowly turned that she wound up broke. Big Mama Thornton did her best. But unfortunately, people just weren't asking for her like they had been in the past. She spent most of her money that she had and eventually became broke. I mean, broke. Being from Alabama, she said in the interview that she was from Montgomery, Alabama, but in the Wikipedias, and if you were to read, they say she was born in Arrington, Alabama. So she really didn't have a need to go back there. So she stayed in Los Angeles, California. Eventually, she really, really hit hard times and was getting really, really sick. So eventually, and sad to be said, that people really forgot about Big Mama Thornton. They weren't calling for her anymore, and she had to move into a boarding house or a homeless shelter with lots and lots of other people. That's even where she died in 1984. She died very, very skinny, um, almost unrecognizable for that. But she died in 1984 in California. And the secret and really unknown fact about that particular thing is a woman of her caliber, a woman who has accomplished as much as she did, really didn't get her flowers. And when she died, barely anyone knew it. Everyone pretty much forgot about Big Mama Thornton, Miss Willie Mae Thornton. And she was buried. And she was buried in California at Woodlawn Cemetery. And the interesting thing is, she is buried in the grave with two other people. Back in those days, and not so much today, it was very common to bury, and cheaper to bury, um, a couple of people in the same grave, especially when no one was actually claiming these people. As sad as that may be, it was years and years and years, almost about 60 years later, that people really started talking about Big Mama Thornton, and had her name in their ears again. There was actually a movie done not too long ago, and a young lady played Willie Mae Thornton, and the buzz started getting around, and people started doing their research. That's pretty much how I find her, doing my research, and I got very interested in this woman. And I wanted to learn a whole lot about her. So the family that she has left in Arrington, Alabama, wanted to bring Big Mama Thornton home. They wanted to give her a proper burial where she belongs with her family. Unfortunately, there really isn't the money. The family didn't have the money to bring Big Mama Thornton back home to where she belongs. So to this day, she is still buried in California with two other people. Her family that she has left are right now trying to petition to get her out of that grave and to take her home. But the only problem with that is when you share a grave plot, we don't, nobody knows in what order she's in. There, like I said, there's three people. So the city of California don't want to disrupt anyone's grave. You know, they don't know if she's on the top, the middle, or the bottom. So even though the other people who are buried with her, no one's come to identify their bodies and claim their bodies, but out of respect, they don't want to disrupt that grave. So to this day, they're still trying to get Big Mama Thornton down here in Alabama to give her a proper burial and really give her props. And she really deserves. She did get reparations, and she did get um, notice for her contribution to blues and rock and roll. This woman played the harmonica like a man. She was very, very talented. She played drums, she played guitar. I mean, this woman was a firehouse. And for her to come and make such an impact on the world that she did and to die desolate and alone is a shame. So I really hope that Big Mama Thornton and her family get the peace and the respect that Big Mama Thornton or Willie Mae Thornton deserves. Um, right now, they have actually put her into the rock and roll. She was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, it is past due. She can't see the impact that she made on everyone in the world, but her legacy will live on. So that's the story of, in a nutshell, of Willie Mae Thornton, known as Big Mama Thornton. And I hope you enjoyed it. This is my first video. I am so sorry I don't have any pictures, but I will send you some links of her videos and some pictures of her down at the bottom of this. I'm very new to YouTube, and I was very insisted on starting 2024 with my channel. So may God bless you, and I hope that you enjoyed this information, and I will see you very, very soon with another video. God bless.